Hello, we're one of the system controls teams. We're doing the carbon fiber oven. I'm going to show you some of the parts and aspects of this project. Alright, so to start off, the whole purpose of this project is to put some giant large carbon fiber racks along these two wooden poles here. See the little indent in the side right here where it will go across the entire oven. The whole goal is to heat that up so as to cure it. We do this by having a couple of temperature sensors which are located here, here, and there. Once the oven reaches a temperature that is higher than that which the temperature sensors are looking for, it will cut power so that the way the oven can cool down. Once it reaches a normal temperature level, it will start increasing its temperature again until it overheats again, so on and so forth. It does this by the temperature connectors being connected to this Arduino right here, which will compare and average the temperatures between all of them in the Arduino code. Overall, we're going to be heating the rack through this giant power strip heater, which is effectively a giant power resistor, with fans releasing air on this end and this end. Lastly, we have this thermocoupler, which also functions to perform temperature comparisons. Overall, the goal is to heat up the rack right here, so that way the carbon fibers can be cured using this oven. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed.
Well, when we turn on the oven, you can actually see the fans are going by themselves. Right now it's reading temperature, and it's actually, these are meant to create uniform airflow. If we go over to our control side right here, this is where our thermocouple connects into. You can actually see this is the value that we set it to, so 140 degrees, and that is the temperature that it's currently reading. So when we turn on the oven, this is the PID controller that's actually connected to the thermocoupler. So now we're going to go over the video demo portion of this assignment. We've put the lid of the oven back on. This is going to keep the heat from escaping from the system, and it is currently plugged in. So what's happening right now is the oven's actually heating up, and there's insulation on the inside of the oven, which is like keeping the temperature from escaping, the heat from escaping. If we go onto the Arduino side, and we go to our serial monitor, we can actually see the temperature updating. So normally the system takes about like 15 minutes to warm up. So we'll come back when it's set to go to 120 degrees Fahrenheit and just maintain that temperature for in our application. It was supposed to hold for 6 hours to properly cure the carbon fiber. So we'll come back when it gets to that point. So about 15 minutes later, we're still climbing. It started off at around 64 degrees, which was room temperature. And right now it's at 83. It should be going up. It's going to stop at 120, which should take another 5 to 10 minutes now that it's started to heat it up. Okay, so heat check. We've changed the value that we were getting to because it was taking too long to heat up. We've changed it to our target value to be 115. 115. Basically, if it's under 115, the duty cycle is going to be going at 62%. If it's under 110, meaning it's still heating up, our duty cycle is going to be at 78%. And if it goes over 120, so if it overshoots a little bit, it'll go down to 0% PWM value. So when it gets to 115, we'll be back. So the oven was taking a little bit too long to heat up, so we changed the temperature to reflect that. We changed it to 110, so now it's going to hold 110. The system is still technically heating up. So right now we're going to be holding 110, and you can see the temperature of the oven is about right around 110. So over here, if when we're at 110, the duty cycle is going to be 160. When we're still heating up, Like, so if we're under 108, we'll be at a duty cycle of 200. The duty value is going to be 200, which comes out to a duty cycle of 78% going into the strip heater. And then if it goes above 115, the duty cycle will be set to 0. So right now we're at 110, and it's gonna hold this temperature for a long time. So the purpose of this project was to be able to cure carbon fiber at 120 degrees Fahrenheit for like a 6-hour period, and this was accomplished using a combination of temperature sensors and insulation to maintain a temperature for a long period of time. So right now it's holding that temperature.